So here's an update to Jeff's layout, November 20th, 2022. This trip was really a big focus on track that had been designed. We had to do roadbed and installation. So beginning over here, we have a storage yard that's 6 tracks. All the tracks are in place, and switch motors and switches are in place to activate all the turnouts. Track goes around the back side. You can see there's new industries from the last update where track has been added and so on. Whether they have ground throws or switchets, tortoise machines. It continues along here. We'll go behind the grain elevator complex first. We'll go kind of in east to west order. This is now a new intermodal yard. We've changed location. These tracks here hold 2 double stack cars, sets, and then this will be the intermodal here. Working around the back side. There was a change made over here too, which I really like. This was originally going to be the John Deere plant. It's now going to become a place for livestock and meat processing. So the first track is for canned goods, or cans I should say, and for outloading a product. The second track here will eventually tie into where the livestock is unloaded. And then you have edible and non-edible tallow on these 2 tracks. So that's pretty nice. And here's the back side of the intermodal. So again, this is the intermodal yard, and then these are the storage tracks for the intermodal. And then this single track here is to hold the motive power that'll be used to shuttle these cars around. In addition of a storage track here. This industry originally was just a single track, and Jeff wanted to add the another industry over here. This is just enough length for a 50-foot car, and GP38 or some kind of a smaller switch engine. And so then we run around here, and this is the elevator for Enola, Nebraska. It's got several storage tracks, plus a pocket for the switch engine, and then they also have a nice lead for being able to switch the industry without getting onto the main line, which is these 2 tracks right here. So the main continues along. We have an industry added here now. And then this track here that comes off the main back at this point comes around, and this is now a yard lead. And the yard tracks on this side, there's 6 of them, are in place. Plus there's one track that could be used for continuous running, but we're going to call it an arrival departure track with a bypass track on the far side. So sorry, I said 5 yard tracks, not 6. So 5 plus the arrival departure that they could use for switching, and then the main bypass track, main one. So then that continues around and ties in, of course, to the main. And then there's future plans for industrial areas in here, but they have not been determined yet. But on this side, then, as the track comes around, this is now going to be the new location for John Deere. So there'll be product in, and then places to store flats, and then to load the flats in a long building, just like John Deere does it out of Waterloo, Iowa. And then there was a siding added off the main here that allows for a local to drop cars off for the industries that are in this location. Here's a new designed industry that goes in to a couple of spots in here. The track continues around. Eventually there's now talk of some future expansion, which will probably happen sometime next year. But there's going to be some addition along the wall at this point. That'll be neat. And then on this end, all the way along the wall and over here to this point, there's going to be a new addition in here. The long arm is going to go away. So then the track continues around. Again, all the crossovers and so on are live now with the switch machines. And then we tie back into the storage yard. And so if you look at a diagram from west to east, which is exactly what we just looked at, this is the diagram. So anyway, thanks for watching.